It's
Sunday.
yes, Sunday the
14th?
no 16th. 16th. It's Sunday the 16th of December 2018. Nearly Christmas.
Yes.
Nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
What is that? 10 days? 8 days?
Yeah. Yeah.
12 days.
Something like that.
12.
It's near Christmas.
Near Christmas. Can't work it out, brains. It's cold.
It's
We're
really
out.
cold.
It's not that cold, is it? Are you that cold?
It
I've
is.
taken my hat off. Welcome.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking my hat off.
Welcome to another behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us, as the lovely Henriette David Allen would say. Thank you for joining us. We are standing in a bit more forest land, woodland, not forest land, woodland, just off the A24. In fact, the A24 is just over there, and the Washington roundabout is just over there. And the road to Storrington is just that way. If you know the area, some of that hopefully will make sense. There's a bus stop just down there where you can park, and there's this lane. And the lane is a very old lane. It's abandoned now, it's not really in use because you can't use it because the A24 has supplanted it. Yeah. But it used to go up that way to Washington Church, and if you look on an old map it's fascinating to see where it was. Anyway, that's where we are. But why are we here, Julia? What have we been filming and doing?
We were looking for a geocache.
A what?
A geocache.
Gee whiz. A geocache. What's a geocache?
Geocache is where you are given a coordinate and you go and find it and dig out the little container with a notebook.
And in fact, hopefully, if I've got my act together, the video would have gone out and you should be able to look it up because although we're filming it now, obviously this goes out at the end of the week and this will be in the week. You know what I mean.
Being a Sunday, it's the first one of the week, isn't it?
So, there you go. So that's where we are. There's this beautiful little pond or lake. Is the definition, here's a question, is the definition the difference between a pond and a lake? A pond, I think, is something that is not fed by water, and a lake, I think, is fed by water, but it's still, but I know usually a lake is bigger than a pond.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Is a lake fed by water?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a pond is just not really fed by anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Standing water, maybe.
Yeah, standing water. I'm not standing in the water. Anyway, it's there. This is a little haven of magic in what you would pass on the A24 every day. It's just madness. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. Anyway.
No, it does look like it was a lovely old lane though.
Yeah. Up to the church.
Yeah.
And then whatever community was over in Warren Woods, which is near Rock, called Rock at Washington. Anyway, there we go. Anyway.
Have you spotted that tree actually has ferns growing on its branches amid the moss?
We're pointing to something that you can't see.
That's really rude of me, I'm sorry.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's
Monday?
The 17th. Are we doing like a boy band thing?
Yeah. What, a boy band thing?
Yeah, like, and we are.
Is that what they do?
Well, like, anyway.
No, we're not doing it like a boy band. Definitely not doing it like a boy band.
I think we'll make a good boy band actually.
Yeah.
It's Monday the 17th of December 2018 and we are in Mr. Suggett's kitchen. Richard Suggett, the Veg Grower podcast, who you know, of course.
Should do by now.
Should do now. He's always on brand and he's always smiling.
There you go.
Except when you've got
He's a refugee from the Colgate adverts. Anyway, we also have the wonderful Lee Connolly from the Skinny Jean Gardner podcast.
Yes.
International stardom, fame. You may remember him from those early days of Blue Peter.
I'm not that old.
You may not remember him from the early days, the latter days.
Ask your kids.
When Blue Peter was cool.
Yes, the coolest.
The coolest and cold and blue and shivery and cool Peter. Anyway, he has an amazing podcast. He goes around the world on holiday occasionally does shows for kids and all of that, which is great.
Yeah, Dublin, so it's sort of international.
Part of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
See, it's part of the world.
International.
And what have we been doing this evening, boys? The clean stuff that we can talk about.
We had a lovely curry.
Yeah.
We had a curry. Had some non-alcoholic cider.
Had some very alcoholic brandy butter.
Yeah, apple juice.
So I'm with you.
And we did a live Vogue show.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
The evidence may be out
I must
there.
have missed that.
So I've had a day with the lovely Julia, and then an evening with the even more lovely Richard Suggett and his lovely chum, the wonderful and lovely Lee. And Amanda, one of these other halves, is standing over there. She can take her pick.
I think your wife might have said the same.
Oh yeah, I thought Sam might be watching this.
Yeah, that's me digging the old hole. Anyway, that's another behind the scenes. It's Tuesday the 18th of December 2018, and the lovely Julia has, you've just missed her actually, you've just missed her, she's gone. We've been recording. I've managed to get back into my back studio, so now I'm able to record the Naked Englishman, which I do for my patrons, but also some voiceovers for the gallery show. You saw that we were recording some stuff for the gallery show. Well, I've managed now to get out there, and the lovely Julia and I have just been doing the voiceovers for it. So later on today I'm going to edit that together, put it together, and on Saturday I think we're going to launch that. So that will be exciting. I have still got the rest of this room to sort out and clear out, but getting there slowly, and maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, I can do the Vobes show live from the studio again. I can't promise anything, but I'm going to do my best. Of course, you'll have known, because by the time this comes out it would have happened, so who knows. Anyway, yeah, that's all good. It's Wednesday the 19th of December 2018, and I'm going to replant my oak trees. Yes, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of months ago the lovely Julia and I, just at the end of the, well, in the autumn it must have been, we planted acorns. And these little fellas are the result. Two of the acorns, lovely little oak trees, have grown. They're getting too big now for the pots, so I'm going to replant them from those into somewhat bigger pots. Now, I haven't got any proper fertilizer stuff, or you know, whatever it is, compost, so I've just dug some earth out of the garden. I think that should be alright if it's watered and what have you. So I've never done this before, not with oak trees anyway, but I'm going to make a hole in here about the right sort of size, hopefully, in that one. And the same in this, because they're quite small pots in theory, it should be quite easy. And let's try the smaller one first and see how that goes. I'm hoping that this little fella will come out without too much incident. I don't want to give them too much shock either. They seem to be doing quite well. And get them in. It's never easy, is it? Come on, little fella. Straight into the new. Look at that. Just got the other one to do. Hopefully you'll be a little bit quicker. Ah! And there it is. It's done. It was a bit of an effort. I had to cut that little whole section of the pot off and then prise off the little bit of plastic around the root, but it was very firm. So I'm hoping it's got a lot more space to explore and grow. So I'm going to water them and we'll bung them back in a light position and see how they go. It's the 20th, isn't it? Christmas is only round the corner. It's the 20th of December 2018. I had to think. We're blinded by sunshine. Apologies for that. We're out filming.
We are.
Mr. Suggett's joined me on a walk. We've made 3 videos in one day. This is how I like it.
Yeah.
It gives me a bit of breathing space, particularly with Christmas coming up.
Well, I think we've done that in the morning, actually.
What's the time now?
12:30.
12:30. Gosh.
3 hours.
Going to get the old sandwiches out in a minute. What, you mean we did a film an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, we could keep going. It gets dark at 3. We could do another 3.
We
well,
could.
2.5. We'll record a podcast. That's what we'll do. Yeah. We never slack here at the Bald Explorer, you know. Never slack.
No, I've got a week off work and I'm still working.
Yeah, there you go. As soon as he said he had a week off work, ladies and gentlemen, I went out. I said, you're not sitting around at home doing nothing, you know, wrapping up presents for people. Because you've given me your present, which was very nice. Thank you very much. And you're coming out with me. We're doing some filming. And we've been doing that.
We have, yes.
Yes, so that's all good. Don't forget to check out the Veg Grower podcast if you haven't already. My regular viewers, visitors, whatever they are, people, friends, family, Romans, countrymen, everyone. You should know Mr. Suggett by now. Go and check him out. He's getting better all the time. Whereas me, it's all going downhill. Yeah, so anyway, what else can we say about today's walk?
Well, we've had lovely weather for it.
Yeah, we have actually. We've seen a gun emplacement, we've seen a Motte and Bailey castle, we've seen a railway, we've seen a church. Some of these things we've seen in the distance. We've seen nature, we've seen trees. A bridge, some old houses, some horses, and the Tote Monument, ladies and gentlemen. And when the video comes out, you'll be able to find out everything there is to know about the Tote Monument. If you haven't actually done your research.
Yeah.
Which wasn't much.
No.
So on that, I'm going to hang my head in shame and let you see what happens tomorrow. Come on. Shamefully we exit. Ready?
Yeah.
So, it's the 21st of December 2018. Christmas is only around the corner now.
Yep.
We're in the studio and we've just recorded the Vobes show this evening. Went quite well.
It went alright, didn't it? We got through it.
Yeah, we got through it. This is the second time I've been back in the studio, and we tried it on stools instead of having a big desk and one microphone. It seemed to work quite well, apart from, you know, we started off like this and
We started off like this and then...
bye-bye there, bye-bye. What are those things in your hand, Julia?
Well, this is one of our baby oaks.
Oh, yeah, our baby oaks that we planted about 3 months ago.
You baby. Anyway.
It's grown up. I repotted it. I did that in the behind the scenes, so they would have seen that. Actually, sorry, I'm very tired tonight. Don't know why. I haven't done enough.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
You know, it's very knackering doing nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
I would know.
Yeah. And what's the other thing in your hand, lovely Julia?
This is one of my Christmas presents from Ella and
Eric
and Bridget.
Hmm. And what is it? It's a gorilla, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. I can recognise that by the horn that comes out the top of its head. Oh no, sorry, a pterodactyl. We got there in the end. Very nice. It's a little glove puppet who's hello. Very animated, I have to say. Very nice. Yeah, so we've done the Vobes show. I'm going to now drop you home.
Yep.
Because you didn't come in your car. It's a bit like the original early days when I used to drop you home.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. So another week nearly done. But there's what's that? What'd you say? Oh yeah, really? Yeah, no, I'll tell him about it later. Yeah, no. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the unicorn has said, "When am I going in the padded cell?" Cheeky,
That's cheeky.
cheeky bugger. Laughing his socks off. Not that I knew unicorns wore socks, but hey. Anyway, we've had a good show, had a good day. Had issues with my Esse. Maybe I'll talk about that in tomorrow. I don't know, but I've got these issues, more issues with Esse. You know, my stove. I won't go into it now because you're a bit tired and knackered and Anyway, so thank you, Julia, for coming and doing the show.
My pleasure.
That's great. And this is the last of the behind the scenes before Christmas. So no doubt in the next one I'll wish you Merry Christmas, but I'm sure Julia would like to do the same, wouldn't you, Julia?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
There we are.
I hope you have a lovely time. I was going to say season.
Yeah, have a lovely season.
And a wonderful new year.
And also, by the way, there will be another of these next week. But we've got tomorrow to get through.
Yes.
Who knows where I shall be? Probably on my own with the Esse, struggling with boxing gloves.
Maybe.
It's the 22nd of December 2018. I'm in my kitchen, as you can see, and I've just spent the last hour cleaning out my Esse. This is my Esse Ironheart, which I bought 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and each week I tied it up, and you might think that's a bit of a faff, and it is a bit of a faff, to be honest with you. I've discovered that the logs that I've been using I don't think are seasoned enough, because I'm getting a lot of tar. They're ash, as far as I'm aware, ash logs, but I'm getting a lot of tar all over the place and getting a lot of smoke coming back. Everywhere is all bunged up with a bit of tar, which is a bit of a shame. So I probably need to keep those logs just a bit longer before I use them. Now it's difficult because I'm certainly not blaming the supplier, because in an ideal world you'd buy logs well in advance before you use them, so you've got a good 6 months of storage, so they just dry out a bit more, because the demand at Christmas time is so much that everybody suddenly wants logs for Christmas. They get a whole load of logs, and the supply, you know, they're not necessarily perhaps as seasoned as they would be. Going forward then, I imagine that I will buy up loads of logs, store them and let them dry out a good 6 months before I'm using them, and rotate them that way. So unless I can find a supplier of good dryer, you know, these kiln dry logs, I think it seems to be fine on the stove in the front room, and I think it's fine for wood fires and wood burning stoves, but for cookers I think it's a slightly different thing. I'm not sure, I'm still learning. Anyway, so I've taken out the hot plate, I've cleaned that, scrubbed that, taken the chimney apart, gone in there with a wire brush and got rid of all the, it's like clinker, but it's a sort of tarry thing, and just relit the fire now. It's mild today, it's very mild, but I do need some hot water, and I'm going to need to cook on it later, so I've got to have it lit, even if it's just percolating along. Anyway, this is the last behind the scenes before Christmas. This next week will be after Christmas, so thank you very much for watching. It takes now, I'm in my scruffy clothes as well, but Merry Christmas, have a lovely one, and I will see you after the Christmas. Thanks for watching the behind the scenes of the Bored Explorer this week. Let's see what next week has in store.